What's up? Hi. Yes, I know. I wear shirts multiple days in a week. I only do laundry like once a week. Anyways, yes. So I am going to do a thing called Unpopular Opinions Challenge. Oh, damn. What are you called? Oh, Opinion Challenge. Ben did it. He didn't necessarily tag anyone in it, but I'm just feel like doing this because I got to about his third answer and I just decided, yeah, I'm going to be doing this because anyways, so what do we got here? There'll be a link below to the Tumblr posting that I got this from. Let's see, a selection of television programs you do not care for. Sherlock. Reality TV. Not all of it. There's some I do. I like AGT. It's competition, not reality, but reality, I mean, I don't care about the keeping up with the Kardashians sort of reality TV, even though my blog is basically keeping up with the, whatever. Hi. Number 2, selection of musical artists you do not care for. I would probably have to go with, the gothy emo bands that have kind of a nasally whiny tone to their music. I don't actually know. I don't know any of them. Like until this year, I'd never heard of the Ramones. Not that they're gothy emo, but they definitely have that darker look to them. Like when I looked at the band thing, I was like, I know a few of those people aren't supposed to have black hair naturally. And yeah, it's just sort of, you know, I guess I was kind of into that crowd. I still didn't listen to the music. I was still sort of a pop girl band metal gay boy back in high school, even though I wasn't out, but I still didn't like those bands. And then like the weird like stoner rock, like Sublime and a few of the other weird ones, it's just like, you know, these are real depressing. You want depressing, go listen to some metal. That stuff can be full on depressing. Number 3, selection of celebrities you couldn't care less about. My lord, did not think this went through. Disney Channel kids, I guess. The kid stars, that sort of thing. It's just sort of like, really? Are you really all that special? You have lots and lots of money. You have oodles and oodles of cash, you know. You probably think you're Scrooge McDuck or Richie Rich, and you are playing with it. You're treating life like a playground. You know, there are several child stars that go on and just sort of like disappear. They don't completely disappear. They'll sometimes come back later. What's your bucket? She plays Amy Farrah right now. Played Blossom. She's a young girl. She got a lot of money. She saved that money. She went to college. She became a neuroscientist. Now she's back into acting. That's pretty much that. Also, some of the people, again, from the previous one, the leaders and the celebrities, the people that promote a sad, depressing, drug-fueled lifestyle. At least the metal I listen to doesn't promote that. When I mean drug-fueled, I mean like drug-fueled. I don't think Steven Tyler ever promoted drug use. He just happened to do it. Anyways, a hobby you just don't get. A hobby I don't get. Well, Ben said taxidermy, but I completely get that. It's a spin-off of sculpting, really. I've been around too many artists. I had a roommate once that was really into, you know, she wanted to be a mortician. So I kind of have this weird idea that I understand taxidermy. What's the one I don't get? I'd say sports betting and like sports following, but no, I kind of get that now. I bet there's one. Hobby I don't get. Zealot fundamentalism. There we go. The fact that you can preach one thing and yet harp on people for doing the exact opposite. Or doing the exact same thing. I.e., tolerance. Preach tolerance, but don't be tolerant of other people. Yada yada. It's not necessarily a hobby, but you know what I mean. A habit I find disgusting. I've seen other people do it. They pick their nose and eat it. I was really stoned one time and I tried it and I about threw up. Yeah. And I got a solid stomach. Number 6. Something in school you really liked doing that everyone else bitched over. Everyone else or just my social group? Let's take everyone else in the context of only the people I interacted with. Something in school I really liked doing. Math. I was around theater kids. They didn't want to have anything to do with math. They didn't want to have anything to do with science. They were like, I'm an art kid. Meh. And they'd be overdramatic. And I was like, whatever, I'm not going to be overdramatic, and I want to do math, and I want to look at things logically. That's pretty much what it was. I looked at things logically, and they always wanted to feel things. My favorite household chore? Laundry. I love doing laundry. And vacuuming. I like vacuuming, but the apartment now doesn't get that dirty. So, yeah. Popular video games that make you go meh. First-person shooters. Those actually kind of confuse me. I'm just like, really? Anything with a heavy PvP element makes me just... whatever. I don't care. Am I like the hippie that wants to do co-op for everything? Not necessarily, but you really shouldn't have that much ire towards another person. Because when you're on the internet and you're over a medium of like a video game, you're getting angry at someone but not someone. Whereas like in football, you actually are physically hitting someone. And while yes, you do have a little bit of anger, you still have the cognition that you are hurting someone. On the internet, you don't. And it can actually still hurt someone. Ugh. PC or Mac? This is a PC. Can't stand Mac for the same reason I don't like a lot of things. Way over dramatized for what it actually is. It's not the godsend of computer. Neither is PC. Neither is Linux. Nothing is the godsend of computer. Nothing's the godsend of mobile devices. But Mac users tend to treat themselves as like angels from way up on high. And I don't get it. A sport you don't like for whatever reason. Soccer. You want to know whatever reason? It's entirely too popular for what it is. Entirely too popular. We have the Portland Timbers here, and I'm just like, it's just soccer. Literally, this was soccer when I was in junior high and high school was like the sport that carried over in between football and baseball. Football, basically it's like, oh, well, we don't have football going on right now, let's go play for soccer. And then the soccer team would go away, and then they'd start playing basketball. And then basketball would go away, and then they'd start playing baseball. And then they didn't have anything to do, so they'd start, it was that meh. Whatever, we'll just do this. It was never as big as it is. A sport you really like for whatever reason. Football. Watch my other vlogs. Right there. Television programs you would love but have gotten shit for liking. Star Trek Enterprise, Farscape, Desperate Housewives. What do I got here? Musical artists you love but have gotten shit for liking. Metallica, Skillet, Britney, Nicki Minaj. Pretty much everyone shit upon every band I've ever listened to for whatever reason. Because opinions run the world. If you can't express your opinion to someone forcefully, then what's the worth living? I don't know. A hobby you have / find interesting that other people bother you over or make fun of. Vlogging. I find vlogging incredibly interesting. Keeps me really busy, but people have made fun of me because I talk to a camera to myself all the time. I don't know if they're making fun of me purposely or just sort of in that weird sort of in jest, but it does sort of like, whatever. Folks. Nobody's really made fun of the football thing yet, but another thing they've made fun of. MMORPGs, the fact that I play also Star Trek Online. A habit you find other people bug you over. A habit you have that other people bug you over. That's like the same thing. Cleaning. That would be probably the one that they absolutely just bug me over. I'm cleaning constantly, whether I'm cleaning me or... I'm not like a germaphobe, I just like keeping things in order and nice and orderly. Also, I interrupt people a lot. Something in school you hating doing, that's a grammar error. You hated doing and it felt like everyone else loved. So going back to the social crowd, being overdramatic and looking as to one's feelings for validation rather than actual hard real world fact. I absolutely hated everyone else, but they just loved to do it. It was like their single driving force. The household chore that makes you want to shoot yourself in your own face. Unpacking boxes. It's not necessarily a chore, it's just something that needs to be done, and I just don't want to do it because I have that weird feeling that if I unpack the box, we're going to need the box. A selection of video games that you enjoy that perhaps you really shouldn't. Snowboard Supercross, SSX. I didn't really get into Tricky. I started playing at 3 and then on tour. And I haven't gotten the newer version one yet, but a lot of people are like, no, you shouldn't really be into the sports game. It's not that great. It's not real snowboarding. Well, I'll tell you this, Call of Duty isn't real warfare. Get your butt over to I don't know, World War II Germany, and you tell me if it's anything like Call of Duty. Celebrity crush that maybe you even don't understand. Austin Mahone. I get it. He's a hottie. That's it. Free rant about whatever grinds your gears at the moment. People getting way too butthurt over gender pronouns. This is why I'm not necessarily on the Autism Really Speaks right now. Why? Because I can't. You know, people get ridiculously butthurt over the stupidest things and it's on Tumblr. And I know it's probably just Tumblr, but it's like, come on folks, get over yourselves. How wrong is your life? What is missing in your life? You are finding probably even misattributations of words. Like someone typed something wrong or whatnot and you're jumping down their throat. It's like, come on, Jesus folks. I mean, I'm gonna have to take a break from Autism Really Speaks just because of it's like the time of the month or the time of the year or whatever. It's like something's going wrong on the sensitivity of Tumblr, and it's just like, okay, you know, I get that, you know, you shouldn't viciously beat a child, but a spanking is okay. And what that guy said was equivalent to a spanking. They are not beating you into submission. You are not going back into slavery. You were never enslaved in the first place. You are a white boy. Yes, that grinds my gears. Like, I don't even think I have teeth on my gears anymore. There's not even grinding. They're just free spinning. Ugh. Anyways, I will catch you guys tomorrow for a coffee shop review. Sorry, no Aaron today. I don't know where I'm going from a coffee shop review. Anyways, bye-bye.